Hi guys, Gustavo Gasperin here. We are back at Dynamics MMA with Dr. Mike Piekarski. Today is our third video of the series. We're going to talk about the knee bar, how it affects the structures of our body, okay? The knee, the ligaments, and the tendons. Dr. Mike is going to demonstrate the knee bar first so you guys can have an idea. Of course, some of you already know, but if you don't know, knee bar, right? That's the knee bar from top, half guard. How does that work, doctor? How it affects our leg, our knee?
So the joint that the knee bar is working against is your tibiofemoral joint. So right here, you have your femur and you have your tibia. So it connects here. Okay, so this joint has 2 degrees of freedom, meaning it can work on 2 different planes. It can straighten or extend, it can bend, which is called flexion. That's 1 degree of motion. The second is rotation, which is how heel hooks work, which I'll explain in a future video. So the knee bar, the straight knee bar is I'm working in that 1 range of motion where I'm trying to hyperextend the knee. So most people have a little bit of what people would call hypermobility. Of you could have 10 degrees of extension past 0, but beyond that, what's happening is you're targeting a few of the structures.
Drama in the desert city of Las Vegas.
In a knee bar situation, this is taxable, as you can see.
Wow, you better be.
So the 3 structures primarily that you're attacking are you have the ACL ligament or the anterior cruciate ligament, you have your medial collateral ligament or your MCL, but you also have your LCL, which is your lateral collateral ligament. So those structures, their job, among others, is to resist severe hyperextension, which is my goal with a knee bar. In addition to ligaments, you also have your joint capsule, the posterior joint capsule, which is connective tissue that wraps around the tibiofemoral joint. So when I'm applying the submission, what I'm doing is I'm trying to put as much stress on those ligaments as possible, and if he does not tap, there can be damage.
So what kind of damage it will happen if I don't tap for that? It's damage on the knee joint itself, not on the ligaments, of course, right? Or
well, it can work on both. So you can sprain the ligaments. So again, you're taking those ligaments, your end range, and you're trying to push it beyond its capacity. But you'd also work on that joint capsule. So what's interesting is, unlike other knee submissions, like a heel hook where there's less time from when you apply submission to when damage occurs, the knee bar, there's a little bit of more time, and that's because there's so many structures that are trying to resist this range of motion at the same time. So again, you have the 3 ligaments in that posterior capsule. That posterior capsule is a little bit more sense receptors than the ligaments itself. So as people who are familiar with heel hooks, there's a small window between when you apply submission and damage. The knee bar, there's a little bit more time, and that's because of those structures.
it's comparable to straight ankle lock, let's say the time frame for me to tap, you think so? Or maybe even a little less than straight ankle lock?
Maybe a little less, but noticeably more than both the toe hold and the heel hook submission.
Great, thank you very much. Hope you guys like it. Next video we're gonna talk about the knee ripping. Make sure you guys are following our series, all right?